which have had more ups and downs than a one-eyed James Harden. If there is one thing we can take away from movies, it's that the first of any series is usually better than the sequel. Like when The Fast and Furious was just about racing cars and not about destroying planes with the Dodge Charger. When The Hangover was just a bald-headed baby in Vegas and not all that crazy stuff happening overseas. And we can assume Bron's Space Jam won't come anywhere close to Jordan's. The same type of theory can also be applied to sneakers. Whenever a brand is set to release a new silhouette or collab, they roll out the red carpet, building hype and anticipation with teasers and speculative release dates. Top that off with a limited quantity and a nice colorway, and it's the perfect formula for a knockout drop with big resale profits. So, what happened with the raids and mocks from Nike and Fear of God last weekend? Now, last year's Air Fear of God 1 drop made serious waves, starting out with price premiums between 70 and 90%. But price premiums for the Raid and Moccasin drop, which is the first silhouette and colorway of their kind, were just 1/3 the size. But resellers shouldn't fear. History tells us that the first colorway of any silhouette tends to hold or appreciate value as time goes on. Consider that very first V2 Yeezy 700, the static. Those started out reselling for around $400, but over the past 4 months, they've increased almost 50% and are now flipping for nearly $600. Now, speaking of 700s, the Yeezy 700 analog dropped last week and bricked harder than Ben Simmons in warm-ups. You can only run fast breaks and have court so long, you gotta find that jumper, G. It's the first 700, the first Yeezy of any kind, to start out reselling for under retail the first week of release. So Breezy better drop them Yeezy 15s or else. Our market mover this week are the Union LA Jordan 1s. The Union 1s have seen major release gains since they dropped last November. But after peaking in March, both have seen decreases in recent weeks. The black toe 1s went from $600 in December to $1,300 in March, but then fell to $1,100 in April. And the blue toes rose from $700 to $1,200, but have since fallen to around $1,000. So it might be time to shoot your shot on these coveted collabs. To the streets! Supreme celebrated its 25th birthday last week, dropping fire Swarovski box logo hoodies and tees that had resellers cashing hella checks like Belichick. We sold over 1,000 hoodies and tees, with profit margins between $500 to $1,300. That means resellers took home nearly $1 million in box logo profits in the last week alone. $1 million! I don't think I can scream louder. Meanwhile, Palace hit the Best Coast and got their Randy Newman on, opening a brand new LA store and dropping in-store exclusive tri-fergs, fitted hats, and even a wetsuit for the hype beast beach bums. Price premiums range from 150% to 250%, with the black tri-ferg being the biggest prize, with price premiums over 300%. It's the most wild thing to happen in LA since that Coachella herpes outbreak. The weather wasn't the only thing burning. To the week ahead! Jordan Brand is looking to do their best Arya Stark impersonation, spoiler alert, stabbing every wallet in sight this weekend with the general release of the Jordan 4 Retro Bred. After a couple of early shock drops, it looks like this release may have some serious numbers behind it. But still, may the sneakers app odds be in your favor. Now, if you couldn't make it out to Virginia Beach last weekend for what looked like a legendary festival, you can still get your skateboard pee on this week with the blue plaid BBC Adidas NMD dropping on Friday, May 3rd. And since the NBA playoffs are in full swing, Nike is on their own mission to deliver us some championship colorways with 2 new takes on the KD12. The KD12 University Red and Warriors colorways are both releasing on May 3rd. So cop these and work on that one-leg fadeaway ASAP, but remember, nobody can stop KD. As for streetwear, Supreme just released the latest heat, which included 6-panel hats, varsity jackets, and a collab with Sick and Tani. Y'all see that video? Now look, if you want to cop the ultimate drop and turn up like you at a Steve Aoki concert, make sure to participate in our Steve Aoki Friends and Family Charity Campaign. For just a $10 donation, you can have a shot at winning a grand prize that includes the limited edition Steve Aoki Friends and Family A6 Hypergel Kenzans, 2 tickets to any of Aoki's solo shows, and a DeMock prize pack consisting of a t-shirt, long sleeve, and a hoodie. But the best part about it all is that net proceeds from this campaign will go to the Aoki Foundation. So go donate for a great cause and get some fire kicks in the process. Now finally, if you live in Atlanta, ATL, ho, and are looking to flip some serious heat, make sure to go check out the new StockX drop-off that just opened up. We'll be in ATL until May 19th, accepting all sneaker and streetwear sales. Make sure you click that link right up there for all the details. Now, before we close out, we got to give some love to the Market Watch Comment of the Week winner, who's getting blessed up with $25 in StockX credit. So shouts out to my man, Dominique King. Here's a little something extra to enjoy that retirement with. That's all for this week, man. For more StockX market insights, like and subscribe to us here. Follow StockX on Instagram and Twitter. And if you plan to cop any of this heat that we speak this weekend, please tell us in the comments below, and we'll be sure to show you some love.